And they dog that way, but they're not biting on any of this. There's nothing to suggest the rotation's going to be coming through. Yetuche with 2 on the round already. And the site should be open. Nick playing back, trying to hold things down on his own, and he will fall, leaving TZH all on his own and still rotating back A.
DRG, they wanted to re-clear that shower space, and I mean, when you play a slow round like that and let the clock tick down, the defense wants to find info somewhere, and this time around, we'll have the Sky Dog to bait out that Brim Smoke, and Nick gets dropped down right away here. Here's the pinch.
And the pinch goes the way of FUT.
H here, I mean, there's no need for anybody from DRG to rotate off.
Right, and as you're saying that, there's nothing to suggest that the cutting of noise has led to a rotation back B. So they're able to sit on this, but you're right, the shots are so crispy out from FUT.
30 seconds
and so
left.
they brute force their way out onto the site. They get every single kill, with the exception of TZH, and Adacaptain knows where he is. A flawless bonus conversion, given he really doesn't have a ton to go around with it. Dog clearing both. The swing there is really nice from Bukashu.
That was an awesome trap play, and that should be an upgrade.
Nick down to 27 HP because of those tags in that aggressive space that you were just talking about.
What a shot.
It's another
Dim beacon here.
To this split, but they have the flashes to do so.
that flash. Oh, the second flash.
Beautiful, the double flash.
Nicely done. I thought TZH was going to slip the net a little bit there and not get tagged by the flashes, but
30 seconds left.
all of that was avoided. Yetuche on the swing. Bukashu hits another crispy shot. 81 HP amongst the 2 remaining members. One will fall, leaving Shuntum by himself. Another ridiculous sheriff shot. He's gonna have to use all of his RB utility if he wants to have a shot at this. Almost connects onto Mr. Fallen. It's bold.
That Omen Smoke, and that will allow the rotations to come in. But Yetuche, he's locking it down. He's popping off. He's 6-1 so far. And CNET is pushing up. Close spawn.
Gonna tag anyone up in heaven now. Reposition up, facing into just one.
They got in the defuse if they took out Cracks. What an awkward round.
That flash is going to complicate things. Remember, it's Luke who has the op. That's the one they want to try to save. And they are not able to do so. Or right outside of Showers. He can't reposition it anymore. So they really need to try to hang on to Showers control if they want to commit A. They're able to deal with the flank that's coming around. Have to take a step back. They've got the spike.
I mean, it's pretty unconventional.
It's very unconventional. Yeah. I would agree, yeah.
Oh, that's a good Brim ult. It'll delay the bomb plant and allow a flood potentially, but they don't have the guns to support this hit.
Ults that we didn't think they would. They've really got to convert here. Rez to bring him back up. Yetuche's on the flank. He's trying to creep up elbow. Nick waiting on the other side. He had such little health. No real way to convert. No real way to pull that off. And Bukashu's not able to hold up much longer either. That's just so tough when FUT have been doing the slow default that you've been talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, that trip. Ooh,
but
messy.
No punish there, Doug.
And, the timing was just brutal. Bukashu was falling off of box as soon as the trip goes off. But a little bit of success found. Here, and it's only going to get worse. Yeah. Xion 7 on the rotate. Luke with Hop is going to be on the flank.
Nice shot.
Very nicely done. Adacaptain has no idea where the other member is. Both will fall, and DRG get their first. Yeah. With Op, though.
And they should understand that Krax has been playing this market area based off of the pistol round and the anti-ecos. That shot will miss, though, and that's why you see Yetuche take this timing aggressively into Showers.
He also had the knife that came from Krax to confirm that Showers was cleared. The ult is triggered, but the paranoia buys a beautiful amount of time. That was gorgeous from Adacaptain. That rocket will go off. But it's not going to find a single target. Op still in hand from Luke as Cracks on the swing. Trying to buy some time and buy some space with Molly. And Luke's doing everything he can to try to stay alive, but
V3 post plant.
Oh, they didn't know? I thought they had a great idea that he was there, but he punishes his. FUT still up number. Spike still planted. Bukashu and Nick with much to do. They've gotten out onto the side. A 1-for-1 surely doesn't add up this way, but it's all gotten down to once. He's got Seekers as well. Does he choose to use them? Facing into the wall, taking the decay. Fight not given. Yetuche patient. The snap was almost there, but FUT get their 7th.
Other than, what, that eco round, that was probably the scrappiest.
Yeah, that was easily the messiest, for sure. It has been easy, or at least they're making it look easy. Probably a better way to say that. Seen it with the op, or excuse me, with the ult. Bukashu falls, they clear the cove. They want to take this fight, man. Pushing forward, trying to clear the utility, and yeah, they drop a couple of members, but now they have U-Haul control.
Match. They're playing so close together. They're not allowing individual prowess to reign supreme over them like it did before. Their spacing is on point. B site, they want none of that. They're just gonna go straight into an A hit. And that dagger will connect on both players in shower.
Right.
So they have all the info in the world now.
And then because of that, they're flashing all the way into it, and they're pushing into the space as well. TZH as well to stay alive and to drop one. Manages to find a second.
Not a few.
Feels like a round they shouldn't be losing. Yet Jay with showers control has to take a step back with the nade in his face, and now the Seeker's making things worse. The numbers low. TZH with 7, yet Jay on the swing.
They should have him dead to rights here. I wonder if he's gonna go for a TP play.
Grab the spike and then try to get out, maybe. Yeah. The time is short though. He's got 15 seconds. I don't know that really is time to do this, but he's gonna try. Tapped on the way out as DRG get their second.
What's happening right now in the server from Atacaptain? He just jumped off of that default box, took
and then
the TP.
ulted Heaven.
Yep.
And he stuck it. TZH knows he spotted him. The cape gives him away.
Good delay with that Brim ult. That'll allow Bukashu to rotate into the site here.
We've gotten silly, haven't we?
Yeah. The judge is so strong in that U-Haul position.
But FUT now down numbers. Mr. Fallen weak. Gunner. And TZH is, he's dialed in.
He's so good. Carry almost.
Still alive here. Still with an opportunity to secure the round.
30 seconds left.
If he is the hard carry, they're gonna have to solve him. And that CNET does. Both 43 HP. You're still down in numbers in a really big way. Paranoia, though, setting in as they have no idea where the opposition is. They invest the Harbor ult. Luke gets 3. Last 2 with the judge, and the round for DRG. A FUT on the opposite side of the map, waiting to see if there's any action. Luke is taking showers. Yetujay's waiting for him. And it's Yetujay who falls. He TP's in, but the ult used on the other side, not gonna connect.
30 seconds
but they know he's there. The satchel, the nade, everything to keep him at bay. Meanwhile, Atacaptain tries getting a little bit back sight, but he's got him in too far. Mr. Fallen, a 1v4, now 1v2. Xion 7, 10 HP. He just doesn't really have the time to do this. Checking every single corner. That's another one that falls. They've got a crossfire on him though. You have no idea that Nick was playing in pipes. Attention turned toward showers, and sure enough, that's where things start off. A great opener by Xion 7. He's collided his way to 2.
Yeah, that was a great job from the Harbor there. Yetujay, let's see if he tries to
do
anything funny here.
There was no cove. I thought he was playing behind the cove.
Down A.
Rounds, you're right. Pinged him out on the mini-map. They know where he is. The nade is there. He's got to throw it in reverse, and it's right into TZH's lap. The pistol goes the way of DRG, and it's desperately needed.
Beat up onto the B site.
Even with the trip, Bukashu's got to be careful.
Yeah, all he has to do is live here, get some kills. This works.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh, TZH is so good.
I thought he was going to survive that. I really did. But DRG played that really nicely. I mean, Bukashu called that there was a lot of pressure coming in on the opposite side of the map. They fill in behind him, and yeah, Luke gets the opener.
To see them rotating out and pushing through hookah. But it's up to Cracks in U-Haul and Yetujay in showers to hold it down.
He's just giving up the space. Repositioning backside. Has a flash and a knife to play around, but he just got tagged up so badly. Meanwhile, DRG continue to push forward. The flash on the other side of the wall, and DRG very well may convert this bonus. 3 rifles still stand. Atacaptain on the flank. Is anyone watching it? Cracks falls. It's all on to Atacaptain now.
And Doug, this might be one of the best rounds I've seen DRG play in this entire tournament so far. They were on top of the macro. They're hitting their shots.
A 1-round lead. It's all it is separating these 2 squads. And pistols again for the EMEA reps. This is the one that they win.
B.
Just like that. 3 members dead on the side of DRG.
standing.
Fight fire with fire.
Thrifty.
That might just be the approach.
And they're one off a raise rocket, so
A trap play, almost catching Bukashu.
I suggest you move.
There it is, right on cue, including satchel forward. Luke getting the best of Mr. Fallen. Nicely done from the duelist.
that's showstopper now.
Triggered right on time. Oh, they pass right by each other, but he sees them. The wisps from the Reckoning give him away. Cena and Natacap in the last two that stand.
And now he's already in shower. He knifed out. I don't think FUT are going to be aware of this harbor.
It's so tricky to deal with, but they've gotten it down to two. Cena spotting another. But again, oh, that was the win condition.
It was.
Now position given away.
One enemy remaining.
Smoke on the side, he's gotten it down to one.
Standing.
Cena as as ult. Unbelievable. Played it perfectly. Very nicely done. Of course, they're pushing into spawn. Bukashu is going to be the one to take contact on
And
the
he
other
hears
day.
him.
Remember, those fights had been going the way of the Cypher. Almost punishes him here. It's only 1-for-1 the other way. The ult TP back to reinforce the defenses of the site. Luke finally falls,
Spike planted.
but Bukashu getting plenty of info with that ult. Mr. Fallen's on the flank. They know where he is. The trip catches him. The ult catches him. Nowhere to go. I'm now. Can he punish? Yes, he can.
There it is.
Cracks falls. 3v2 the way of the attack and tap onto the defuse.
Not again.
TZH has to win it alone and he can't. I believe that's 4 rounds now.
It could be fruitful.
Ult popped.
That's a great ult.
It's really nice. Nick falls. There's really nowhere for them to go, but they're trying to brute force their way in.
Can't use that.
The Bucky.
Well, they're not healthy, man. Oh, but they're gonna pull it off! Cena with the up. Changing a less precise weaponry, but more effective, more aggressive.
One enemy remaining.
Shion 7, 6 HP. Trying to tuck in the cove. Will fall.
CNET does this.
Taking space. Oh, what?
Okay.
Shot. Again, they can shoot, man. That's never in question. Nice timing on Mr. Fallen, trying to back him up, but Dear a step ahead of it.
He just teleported in the open.
That knife tagging 3. Spotting the last. They know exactly where everyone is.
He has a flash.
This is
Player
win.
standing.
Oh.
TCH does
Oh, he
save
hears
this op
them.
into the future rounds.
He hears them. Gets where they can invest these and still continue to snowball this over.
Suggest you move.
There's
There
that
it is.
harbor ult.
The first one used. They know where Cracks is. I really like that from Luke. A nade on the other side, from one side, a spam on the other to try to corner him. But Cracks manages to dance around everything and almost gets away with it.
2 spam kills this round, but he taps the bomb.
FUT are gonna go for this. They don't really have the money to, but they commit.
Good timing from Luke. He's got 21 kills now.
Barring a thrifty win from FUT.
Yeah.
Sky Utility traded a dog for a flash.
You know, in the pack mentality, kind of like how FUT had to always have somebody steady on that angle.
Oh, they're really far up. They don't really have a choice to play it otherwise. All up close and personal.
One enemy
And the
remaining.
lack of guns on the side of FUT are just not what they need here. Got to invest. You can't afford to risk anything. Forget about playing for the next. Stimmy online, trying to fast rotate A. No other ult to speak of for the defense.
30 seconds
The
left.
spam through behind the wall, not connecting yet. They've sectioned it off again, using the harbor util.
Bomb is gonna go down.
Spike
This is
planted.
really good for DRG.
Paranoia's both flashes out. Luke taking a lot of damage, down to 40 HP. Nick isn't much better off.
Oh no,
Shion 7 as well. They're all in tatters, but what they do have is the element of surprise. Yet Dujay gets 2, but the trade there. Number still the way of the defense. CNET is looking to put him away himself. Time is short. Bukashu can be the hero. He got it to have. He should get the defuse. 1.81. FUT take bind.
And honestly, FUT have a really good setup here if this isn't a hit, which it looks like it will be.
A lot of presence. Bukashu already starting to rotate towards A. No, and I think he's going to be a really big part of the win condition here for DRG if they want to pull this thing off.
This is a really good round from DRG so far, depositing Luke here in top mid. He's going to hear the rotation, and Fallen is one shot.
They're playing the map very nicely.
And now they come back. This is really clean.
CNET has not moved this entire time.
Luke is too far ahead of his teammates, though.
Now dashing away. Spike is just barely going to make it out. Crack still has a molly, but he picks the wrong side. They're going to be coming down steps. CNET with the tap onto the first. Now the spike hits the ground.
Down B.
So does CNET, but the round is done.
It was a really good round initially from DRG. Good ideas, but they let the clock run down too low. Dagger once more.
Yep, and I believe it tagged all of them. Oh. CNET close. There's the first to fall. Not connecting shots onto the second, but Krax is there to save the day.
One enemy
Even with the
remaining.
flashes in their face, TZH, the last one standing. And he won't be around for long. A flawless round to get FUT up to 2. Yeah. Don't really get the same type of information.
And look, there was actually a paranoia from Atacaptain that blinded the Cypher Cam. Doesn't matter though, because this will be a full A-hit from DRG.
Again, Luke ahead of the squad, but this time with a little bit more safety.
Door's not closed though.
No. And as soon as there's a tap, you imagine
the spam will come through.
I expect the N2J to try to take the fight. The door goes down, and so does Shion 7. The N2J on the trade, though, not able to put up much more of a fight. Luke slowing things down to 55 HP, and CNET's there to surprise him, punish him, drop him. They're still healthy, though, on the side of DRG. There's still a chance at this. So 2v2 as Krax falls. Trying to reposition down into hell. They're going to have to play on the other side of the smoke. The Molly's going to buy a little bit of time. They have a flash as well. There's no other utility on the side of the attack. CNET on the prowl. They both are trying to get up ahead of the smoke and get the kills. And they are going to succeed. Another bonus the way of FUT.
Luke is going to be the only one that could potentially survive this. And he's once more ahead of the rest of the squad. Yedeje takes his head off.
Remember the rifle that he invested.
What?
Snaps onto 2, doesn't get a single kill, but
yeah, forget the rifle, Doug.
Still gets the space.
But again, it's these scenarios in the post plant.
Nick tried getting ahead of this. Nick might pull this thing off by himself. Bukashu still hasn't taken any damage, still has a rifle in hand and will fall.
A costly round for FUT at all.
Does hit the cam though.
It's a big kill.
And he punishes Mr. Fallen. Nice to get away with that. Meanwhile, Atacaptain out behind them.
Spike
Takes care of Luke. The spike is sitting across the middle of the map.
Cover going on.
Just as quickly as the round starts, it's down to a 1v2.
It's only been like 25 seconds. And there's kills everywhere.
He's dead.
Let me just
Up. It looked like there was going to be that split B, but again, the delay is really nice.
And those are the knives.
But they're all here. Bukashu's rifle will hit the ground. N2J still playing backside. The swing almost gets the best of Shion 7, but no. And they commit to the plan. Knives should be back up here very soon, but it's not going to matter. He's upgraded a weapon. He's got a rifle, but he's been spotted. He's been tagged. He's been paranoid. He's been spammed, but somehow survives. The classic, he is weak. Time is short. Great shot from CNET. He does it again.
FUT do it again. Another retake win. KO Dagger, he's been switching it up every single round, it feels like. Oh, CNET saw the dagger. He saw the barrel.
And he lands the shot.
Jeez.
Over A, he's got a little bit of KJ utility, but that will go down as the ult goes off. Atacaptain spam to the smoke will connect, but FUT trying to hold the line with the numbers advantage and ults aplenty. DRG continue to push though. This has been where they fall apart. They're down in numbers too, man. The spam as they've got the lockdown, but Nick going aggressive. He might catch another ult, but he's been caught. Fully sold out on that play, leaving TZH to be the hero on his own, a 1v2, both members weak. Waiting, daring for the swing. The first will fall. 5 bullets left. N2J got it to half. The Molly will buy a little bit of time. There he is on the swing, and TZH the hero again. The Red Bull clutch for DRG. Find more where that came from. Knife traded ahead of the one-way. He's gonna draw out the paranoia and the dart. Gives the space back up as Luke goes up high.
That's a free A site. Mr. Fallen will be rotating in.
And There it is, right on cue, tag. Oh, it's so tempting to go after Jet in a position like that. He gets a kill on him, but Nick commits to the plant. Meanwhile, TZH, the hero from the previous round, on the flank, but it's covered.
Look at how they
Zenit has to mind his footing. Still lands the shots on a Jet2J. DRG should not have been able to get away with that. And the numbers advantage, one more, the flash through. Whoa, my gosh, a second falls. 5 HP though. Mr. Fallen, he's got an Odin up in heaven.
Standing ahead.
Switching to the rifle, going aggressive, having to get the defuse, the shock. Just a little bit off the mark, but he's surrounded. He's cornered in, he's got nowhere to go.
Didn't ready though.
All they have is sheriffs.
Yeah, but remember behind.
Yeah, that's true. Whoa. Seen it landing a shot onto the first, but swings back in and connects onto Luke. Krax has got 3! How in the world does he get away with that? That was the round that was supposed to go the way of DRG. What a mess. Would have weapons. The spray steadied at least enough for one. It should have been more. They invest the ult. Now DRG decides to slow things down for just a moment. The paranoia out, no real way for them to find a little bit of traction. Having to just face the smoke, and they do so with success. There was nothing on the other side of that. Big numbers advantage here. A 2v4 turns into a 2v3. One step closer. TZ's position here really nice. And it's not just him. There's a little bit of help on the other side. Bukashu playing in hell.
Flashbang.
The fight's gonna go sideways. Here's where it'll go. But a really nice setup by DRG at the end there. 2 HP.
You are powerless.
And the exec being paranoia as the dash come through. Luke finding some comfort.
Good flash.
In it, but they're still alive here.
Oh.
They still haven't been cleared.
Oh, cracks.
They're gonna do it again. A 3v2. The op has arrived, but Bukashu's holding the line. Ada Captain goes up a bit too far. Now the door down. Too many targets to deal with, but he's finding them all. They connect.
That does not compute.
Unfortunately, DRG had numbers at the end there because that got really messy. TZH grabbed that op. He's got to play his patience here. He's got to play his cards perfectly, but they know where he is. He's so dead. And now Luke activating. He's got the blades online, dashing out towards site, checking everything he possibly can. Ada Captain has to give the space up as the door goes down. Patient on the spam. Little trigger discipline.
I know exactly where you are.
Keep in mind, Krax has his ult. He surprised us before.
Nick is isolated right now.
And Bukashu's dead. CNET pushing forward, trying to find a little bit of space. Turns over to the blades and he goes out. Drops Shield 7, tries to get the head off Luke, cannot connect. They're so weak. Luke does it again. To his benefit. Stays alive because of it.
That's paranoia out for FUT, and now they're gonna have to go mid to B.
That's a rotation out for DRG. They're trying to run
30
back A.
seconds left.
And honestly, the benefit is that Bukashu heard the rotates. He heard them running through, so he's able to pivot back quickly enough. But is it going to be in time? Sectioned off by the smoke. Forced to watch. Still gets his value, still gets a kill. 3 for the site with 13 seconds left. The spike eventually playing, and Mr. Fallen trying to spam into the smoke. Not going to connect. Repositioning back towards B. Meanwhile, Jet2J playing mid. Trying to control the rotation, but it's all coming in through spawn. Luke just got decapitated, but of course it's traded. Mr. Fallen keeping it up on his own. Bukashu with attention divided, knows there's at least one behind him, has to deal with him. Time is short. And the nuisance that is Jet2J has just won them the round just by his existing, just by his positioning. Very nicely done.
One enemy remaining.
Sometimes you don't need to do much, Doug. Just your presence alone can win you round.
Of course, the name of the game for them is to get out of this as cleanly as they can. All it took was a shoulder. Nick to drop the molly and take a big step back.
1 for 1.
Yeah, TZH getting away with one there is criminal. But the Bulldog of Krax is just too much.
And And it's so oppressive when you're playing against a KO that's actually shooting straight like this.
Yeah.
Because he might even have ult online in the next round or the following round.
I would have sucked.
Quiet about it, man. They're trampling forward.
Yep.
Out of captain. Gets bested, A main.
They have Nick stuck right now. Cracks with the KO molly.
Oh, Nick dashing forward, taking the fights on his own. Finding Luke. Fortunately for DRG, though, TZH is
One
alive.
enemy remaining.
Mr. Fallen has to win this 1v2. He's got to try to get the spike, and he's spotted as he tries to get away. Will fall.
And they're trying to prod up top mid. Bait out any Cypher trips.
Yeah,
maybe
or maybe
a trap.
look for a cam, yeah.
Yeah.
He's out. Oh my goodness, he was ahead of it. Execution style. Cnet and Cracks don't know what hit him.
And he's going for more. Ooh.
Checking out window.
The name of the game now is just discipline.
FUT have to be careful here, man. You cannot let DRG back into this game.
One enemy remaining.
They're going to be on an eco in this next round.
Here.
The other
They're running them down.
The other concerning thing too here for FUT is that there are a couple of ults that are starting to come online for DRG.
They're just knife out running top mid. The disrespect.
Trying to catch a cheeky timing if they can.
What did I say, Doug?
Spam through the smoke, out of captain goes down. Fully committing onto this B hit. The Sheriffs have been problematic in the past, but it does not look like that'll be the case this time. Mr. Fallen Cnet doing everything they can with it. It's just not enough. DRG again, 1 round away. Leon, but other than that, they've just kind of ignored it since.
I'm really interested as to why play a Cypher. You can be in 2 places at once.
That's a really good point.
Not really reading into it.
Pops in A. Luke not able to get much more than that, but maybe Nick can. Really nice steady aim. Really nice crosshair placement. He's destroying them. The flash from Cracks will counter, though.
I think Shion7 saw an elbow.
Shion7's the only one who hasn't made it back. You're
30
right.
seconds left.
The pings on the minimap confirm the suspicions. But do they? I guess he thought they were going to go back market. That's the punish. And now more utility to keep
Player standing.
Vukashu back. Itching for it.
They want to give the kill to Yedeje so he gets that Killjoy ult online. And he will get it. He was dialed in on the crosshair. I mean, he would have gotten full flashed.
Full pressure.
You should run.
Blades over the top, though. Luke trying to get some high ground. Does connect on the Blades. Now dashing back. He got in. He got his kill, and he gets out. Nicely done. Oh, he's hunting for more. He's wrapping around. Out of captain's dead. Understanding where the pressure's coming from. They have to turn their attention forward. But they've inserted a couple of members mid.
Proactivity from FUT, and they heard this cat drop.
Almost gets both. Only one found. Can Yetu succeed here?
Cracks is still alive. Anything's possible.
A 1v2. Taking a little bit of damage. Now they know where he is. That's the only flash he's got to his name. Knife won't matter. Util empty, the second flash through. Walls closing in, he can fear the footsteps. And he will fall. Optimal buy for the attack.
Standing ahead.
2 rifles, 3 sheriffs, and Nick instantly spots one, pops the ult. Forces FUT to think twice about this. That's a really early ult,
Yeah,
too.
I was do some anime battle things here. Over the top of boat. Oh, as I say that, Vukashu has his teammates back.
Over the top. That was the punish. A flash in his face, has to dash, has to try to stay alive.
All the meanwhile, that trip is still alive.
The beginning, but they just run into a brick wall after that. And the brick wall's name's Vukashu. What a hold. We are tied. Close by, that dart just hit in main. The flash out through, Nick holding the line, holding the space and trying to just take the fight.
That was
30 seconds
Sheriff
left.
still playing backside by himself. Now surrounded by the utility, by the members of FUT that are knocking on his door.
Here.
Bukashu and TZH.
Much damage as you possibly can, because if you can get at least 3 guns out right now, you have a chance
There's one.
to snowball the rounds after this, right? Economy might suddenly be broken for FUT, and then you might be on match point.
They're still trying to play for their exits. You see FUT trying to find safe passage out from the site. CNED cannot. As soon as the smoke goes down, yeah, they had to clear him.
I think he saw him there. No.
Has not fired the weapon.
Whoa!
A snap again onto CNED is just disgusting.
FUT put a bottom mid smoke, but he's already ahead of this. Oh! Just as I say that, he gives Olive Garden.
Because of the drone that was coming out from main.
Yeah.
Out of Captain's TP forward already, but he falls. I don't know that they're going to find access into the site, man. I don't know that they're going to be able to brute force their way through. They're trying to peek out one by one through the smokes, and it's a flawless round for DRG. No swing. You were just mentioning the anchoring efforts from DRG. If they go into this, it's at all the Cypher utility, and they've got Xion 7 and Bukashu here close by. First ult use, CNED dashing forward, trying to find some space as the molly's at his feet. Luke not able to land the shot. The third round of that fight goes the way of CNED. But they're starting to surround them, a deep alarm bot, and they're gonna pivot back, you're right. They baited DRG into fully committing
30
B.
seconds left. Last player standing.
Jeez. As all that pandemonium and chaos was happening, Tick gets the kill on top of it. That allows the deep alarm bot. Free low.
Again, the money's not great on the side of FUT. They lose 2 rifles there. A lot of value has been found on the other side of the timeout. What's it called? Nick already peppered. And he's been sectioned off. The one benefit is there's a little bit of help via TZH if he can stay alive, but now position given away. The paranoia comes out. Luke has to tuck. Out of Captain falls. They've held the line. 3 of them fall. The spike in no man's land unless CNED can do something about it, and he cannot. We've gone the distance, and we're going a little bit more.
Oh, but this alarm bot wasn't broken at all. If they broke it, surely FUT would have rotated off.
CNED smoked off with the flash in his face, connects onto Luke anyway.
Seconds left.
CNED on the reposition. Still has that glass cannon in hand. But Xion 7 getting up close. Mr. Fallen on the counter. The attack still with a little bit of bite to it. Trying to play aggressively on the other side of the smoke, facing into it by himself, recklessly pushing forward. The Hyla waiting on the other side as it dissipates. He jumps and he falls. But he's all on his own, and he will fall. FUT gets a series point.
And also aggressive B main drone, breaking the Killjoy turret.
Shutting them down.
Mr. Fallen 2 away from the Hunter Siri. Knife with a little bit of a tag. Luke hitting the best of Yetuje. 2 back sight. They're gonna try to split out onto B, and yeah, they're gonna have his numbers advantage here, but Luke still has his op. And he's holding the line. Can they get past this? He's ahead of the smoke, spots the feet, cannot connect. And now spin
30
through
seconds left.
with the shorty in hand. They decide to ignore him for now, but you gotta be careful, he's right on your shoulder. The defense will have to hold the line here as best as they can. 3 apiece potentially for tournament life. The spam not connecting, 10 HP, he will fall. TZH has been a hero, but he will not convert.
Attackers win.
FUT stay alive.
In heart.